Hey everybody, welcome back to another camper van rental video tour with my 9th rental van, Quincy. Yes, we got another girl in the fleet and I'm super excited about this conversion. It can seat and sleep up to 4 people, anywhere from 1 to 4. Put a lot of hard work, a lot of money into this van, so I hope you enjoy. For all my renters that are looking to rent, I hope this is an informative tour. And if not, just for entertainment, I hope you enjoy. So let's dive in. Okay, let's start with the exterior. I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough. Quincy is a big one, as I said. Transit T250, high roof extended. I did put in a aftermarket window there for the rear passengers to see out of while you drive. There's big rear windows in the back here. These doors open up, and really nice if you're parked by a beautiful spot. And then over here, a nice big sliding door to open up if you're parked at a campsite. So that's the exterior. And now let's dive into the driving compartments. Okay, let's quickly go over the driving components here. Gas cap is here. That's really easy. There's not a whole lot to explain, to be honest. All these vans are very easy to drive. Obviously, just being aware of the size. It is 22 feet long and 9 foot 6 inches tall with the fan and the solar panels. So that's something to be aware of. I get a lot of questions when people are booking ferries. But yeah, I'll just kind of pan over here to show you some of the controls. Automatic transmission, gas. The gas tank is about 95 liters and it'll get you about 650k, so about 16-ish liters per 100k, somewhere in there. So not the worst on fuel, but definitely not as good as some of my diesels. So that's the driving space. Compartments up top there for storage. Yeah, so now let's go to the passenger side and then we'll show you the back. Okay, quickly the passenger side. This seat does swivel around. I've already undone the latch right there just because I only have one hand to work with here. And it's as easy as swiveling around like that. So that obviously makes this space feel quite a bit bigger just because now you have a seat in the front as well. So I'll just turn this one more time to show you. And we'll leave it like that for the rest of the video. Okay, now for the exciting part, which is the interior. So I'll just give you a quick pan through the van first, just to show you everything inside, and then we'll go through some of the specifics that make Quincy such an exciting van. Bed in there, and then we'll pan back out. Okay, obviously when I panned in, the first thing you saw was this big seat. This actually converts into a bed. So what I'll do is I'll quickly show you. Obviously I won't put all the bedding in. Maybe that can be a separate video, but I'll quickly show you how to convert it into a bed. So first thing you're going to want to do is take off these headrests, which just slide off like that. Bada bing, bada boom. Now obviously these are down. First thing you're going to want to do is move the driver's seat up. So driver's seat is up. Now you're going to want to lift this lever up to move this front part down, right there. Then you're going to want to move this back part as far back as you can. Lower this here, right there. And then last thing is you lower this like that. So now obviously it's a second bed. Obviously the full bed is in the back. This is about 8 inches wider than a twin bed. So it is a little bit of a squish as compared to the full bed in the back. But if you are smaller, if you have kids, or if you have just one person sleeping here, totally doable. 2 will be a slight squish. So just to be acknowledge that if you are looking to book for 4 people. Just be aware, this is a smaller bed than in the back. A quick angle here of the space, and obviously the bedding, which I'll show you in a sec, we'll just cover this and it'll be a normal bed. This is padded right here, so it makes it wider, right? So that was the 7 or 8 inches I was talking about. where your feet go, obviously it's a bit skinnier with the bench seat right there, but the space where it really matters up here is wider. This alone is a twin bed, and then that section makes it a little bit wider, so about 7-8 inches as mentioned. Continue the tour here. We got full length curtains that come across this whole section, curtain holder there. Window curtain here that drops down, magnets to prevent it from swaying, little latch to keep the window closed. This slides open, and there's also mesh here to prevent bugs from coming in. One quick thing, this section here obviously makes the bed bigger. Obviously this is 2-inch of foam, so it's quite soft. This comes up and there's extra storage underneath. So that's something to be aware of. And then pops back in place. Also, the bedding, when you book, and there's, obviously you're gonna utilize this bed, there is all the bedding under here. At least that's where I put it for the time being. So pillows, pillowcases, duvet, fitted sheet, all that stuff, everything you need for the bed is under here. If you're just 2 people, this will just be extra storage space. And then you pop the cover back on. There's extra storage space here, but I've put the bowls, plates, and cups up there. Towels and face cloths there. And then this is where you can hang clothes, extra storage space in there. Cleaning supply bin here. I'll obviously have more stuff, but this is just the stuff I've bought now. There is a heated blanket power cord, which is for that guy right there. So we'll close that. Dometic 60-liter fridge. Very nice unit here. This opens up. It can be a fridge or freezer by pulling this out. And obviously that maintains its temperature the whole trip. Little pocket door here. So you open that up so you can grab something underneath. Just to give you a better view. If your suitcase is right there, easy access without having to go to the back. So we'll close that again. Picture of the bed up top, and I'll quickly go over this section next. Okay, now to quickly go over the kitchen stuff. This is a bar sink here. This is pressurized. I actually don't have this filled right now. I do have a video showing how to change all that and how to operate the sink. Pump is there. There's a little filter on the end, drains into that. That's 23 liters of gray water. Garbage can, there's extra cleaning supplies there. There's a little switch for the pump. There's an outlet there. There was another outlet on the side there. And then there's an outlet underneath the bed on the back. All these drawers, all the cutlery and kitchen supplies you need there. Pots, French press there. Pan, the induction cooktop, and the cutting board. And then down below, there's 2 serving bowls and a strainer right there. Up here, you got all your linens for cooking. All the stuff you need there. And then here you got Tupperware, cheese grater, and hot pads. Okay, quickly, the electrical. These are for the lights. The front floor right there, and then the back floor there. This is for the inverter. This will turn on all these outlets. So now this has a green little light there. So I'll turn that off. And then this is the battery monitoring screen right there. So because I'm not driving, there's no solar, it is using power for the lights. All my vans are extremely strong with power. 300 amp hours of lithium-ion battery life. So that's a big strength of my rental vans. Quickly give you a pan of the sleeping space in the back. This is a full-size bed, slightly smaller than a full-size, but relatively close. It is about 6 feet from here to here. So if you're over 6 feet, you will have to move your, scrunch up a little bit. But when I've laid on it, it's been quite nice. But yes, you should note it is slightly shorter than a typical full-size bed. And then this is upholstered and nice and soft. So yeah, I'll just pan out of here. That's everything on the inside. Forgot to mention, this is a max air fan for ventilation. You can open it up in the rain, and obviously it'll move air in or out depending which way you want to go. And then it has different speeds for nighttime if you want it quiet, or daytime you want quick ventilation. So that's up there. Quick view of the back here. Tons of storage space, big windows on the back. This bin is your supply bin for all the shower stuff. It's got jumper cables. It has an extension cord, propane tank, everything you need for the external plug-in, cooking outside, the external, the outside hot water shower. This will give you instant hot water. It's super handy, super nice before bed, or just to freshen up after a hike. I have another video that explains all that, so look at that video if you're wanting to see how that operates. Tons of storage space here. That door does slide open, as mentioned before. All my electricals in here. Maybe I'll quickly show you that. This just pops up. And then all my electricals in there. Don't really need to be digging around in there, but that's where it is. Outlet on the back, like I mentioned. And obviously these doors do swing around and stay in place with some magnets. But yeah, quick shot from the back here. And there you go. I should note that there's also a porta potty included in the rental. It's still on order, so it's still to come. But yeah, there you go. That's the van from the back. That's pretty much it for the tour. I hope you enjoyed. If you are looking to book and you have any questions remaining, obviously I'm happy to answer those. There's a ton of specifics I didn't get into. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the near future. Thanks.